Did you guys see that video of Kim and Kanye's 10-year-old daughter, Northwest, performing as young Simba in the May 24th and May 25th production of The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl in honor of its 30th anniversary? Did you see that video? So they basically, Northwest performed one song, I Can't Wait to Be King, on two different show dates at the Hollywood Bowl. And people had a lot to say about it. Now, you're going to have to go look up the video. I don't have it here today, but definitely go look up at the video. This conversation is not about Northwest. I'm not here to talk about nobody's kids. I think she's the cutest thing in the world. But this stirred up a lot of controversy on the internet because if you watch the video, when I first watched it, I thought it was like a school performance, because that's the vibe it gave. That's the vibe that her performance gave. Like, oh, cute little school performance, little cute kids singing, The Lion King. But it was in fact not a school performance. I mean, this was a real performance at the Hollywood Bowl that people paid like dough for tickets to see. And the reason why I think it gave off school performance is because she just didn't seem very prepared. That's the best way I'll say. Like, she just didn't seem very prepared. She, a lot of the surrounding actors were like guiding her through her steps. Like you could tell, like there was no choreo. She just did like a little two-step kind of back and forth, which is not that big of a deal. Like, no big deal, except you have all these professional performers around here, her doing like, plies and leaps and pas de bourrée. I don't know. I don't speak ballet, but doing like beautiful, all this incredible choreo. And she's just kind of doing this like awkward, I don't know what I'm doing here, two-step, right? And now, to be clear, she's so goddamn cute. Like, she still was so affable. Like, I still found myself cheesing watching her. So like, again, this is not about her performance at all. But a lot of people had a lot to say. And mainly people were like, what the fuck? It's giving big time nepotism. And they were really frustrated, feeling like, here's Northwest, who obviously like did not, really prepare for this role. You can see it in the performance. And she's taking this major role on a major, like, I have never performed at the Hollywood Bowl. And I've been in LA for over a decade as a performer. I've never performed at the Hollywood Bowl. Okay. I performed at every goddamn place you can think of, but I have not performed there. All right. People work their whole entire lives to get on that stage. And people on the internet felt like she was thrust into this role that she really didn't deserve simply because her parents are Kanye and Kim, and they were talking about how nepotism factors into this and how, there were other children who are talented, who are trained, who, did not get this role because some rich celebrity's daughter got the role. And a lot of people were very frustrated about that. And I totally understand. I get that. And I think that that is a very valid complaint. That like, I think if she had gone in there and ate it down, nobody would care. Kind of like Blue Ivy, like when she did the, Renaissance tour. It's like, you could tell that Blue Ivy like trained, and not only she trained, but like her performance got better and better and better every time she performed. You just didn't get that vibe. It felt very much like, put my kid in the show and she's just going to go out there and do her thing and we don't care. It gave very Kanye energy. I'm just going to say, we're going to get into it, but that's what it very much gave. Also too, people were talking about that she was clearly unprepared, which she, like, you could tell. It's like I said, she didn't have any real choreography. While everybody around her, like I said, is doing this intense choreography, and she needed the help of people on stage to show her mark, put her here, put her there, escort her off the stage. And, I agree there too. It's like it was very obvious that it just didn't feel like it was very prepared for. And also, people were really upset about the costume, y'all, because Of course, Kanye's child got to do it different. Ugh, sigh, eye roll. So instead of, for those who have seen The Lion King or seen pictures of The Lion King like live, you'll know that their costumes are extremely elaborate, like beautiful. Some of the best costumes, like probably in history. They're so beautiful. And what do you think baby girl was wearing? She was wearing a yellow sweatsuit with a large faux mane on the hood and fluffy slippers, all orange, yellowy. And I get it. Okay, I get it. It's giving Simba by Yeezy, right? It's giving Simba by Yeezy. Okay. It looked very Yeezy-ish, just orange. It's like exactly what the hell Yeezy be wearing, but just orange / yellow. And a lot of people were like, what the what is this? It was giving it just felt like, is this a real performance or are y'all just promoting like Yeezy shit / Kardashian shit? Like, why is she wearing this? And it just didn't fit. It's like you have all these people elaborately dressed, and here she is in a sweatsuit doing like a little two-step while everybody around her is dressed elaborately doing these elaborate dance moves and choreography. So that was like, kind of the hubbub. People were upset about those different things. I can understand all that. For me, my question is, whose idea was this?